I take a look in my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. Dis-moi d'où il vient, enfin je saurai où je vais. Maman dit que lorsqu'on cherche bien, on finit toujours par trouver. But I never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a pumpkin, no, that's unheard of. You better watch how you talking and where you walking, or you and your homies might be lying in chalk. Elle dit qu'il n'est jamais très loin, qu'il part très souvent travailler. Maman dit travailler c'est bien, bien mieux qu'être mal accompagné, pas vrai? I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like. On my knees in the night saying prayers in the street light. Que j'ai compté mes doigts. They say I gotta learn, but nobody's there to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can, I guess they won't, I guess they can't. That's why I know my life is out of luck. Fou, qu'on y croit ou pas, y aura bien un jour où on n'y croira plus. Un jour où l'autre, on sera tous papa. Et d'un jour à l'autre, on aura disparu. Serons-nous détestables? Serons-nous admirables? Des géniteurs ou des génies, dites-nous qui donne naissance aux irresponsables.
Tell me why are we so blind to see?
So blind to see
That the ones we hurt are you and me.
Tout le monde sait comment on fait les bébés, mais personne sait comment on fait des papas. Monsieur, je sais tout, on aurait hérité, c'est ça. Faut sucer son pouce ou quoi? Dites-nous, c'est caché. Ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois qu'on a bouffé nos doigts.
Been spending most their life.
Living in the gangster's paradise.
Been spending most their life.
Living in the gangster's paradise. soaking to the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took to me, shook to me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the. Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, hey, you break me down, you build me up, believer, 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 believer. Hey, oh, let the bullets fly, oh, let them rain. My life, my love, my job, it came from. Hey, you made me a believer, believer, believer. Hey, first things first, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings they would drown, but they never did. Ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down. It rained down like. Hey, you made me a believer, 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 believer.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Guys, I have some exciting news for you all today, like crazy news, guys, because there's some things that I am working on right now to make it more simple for everyone. So I can't actually wait for this call, guys. I think one of the most important things these days is simplicity, guys, that we are able to actually duplicate this system. A new person is able to understand everything in the system that we are using on a daily basis. So that's something that I can't wait to share with you guys. And let me also see where you are tuning in from, guys. Let me see where you are tuning in from. We have London, and let me also see people with the cameras on. Of course, we have Nicola. Brother, you're always here. I love that, bro. It's nice to have you here always. And I see a lot of faces like every morning, guys. I love to see that. And it's always the same. That's super cool to see. Christina, we have Patricia. Oh, sweet little daughter. Cute. And we have Nicole, we have Dominic, we have Camilla, Claudia, Matthias, Joanna, Patricia, we have Jakub, okay, with the biceps, crazy. Darius, we have Natalia. We have, it's nice to see you guys. It's lovely to see you. And of course, Frederick, Tommy, you're always here as well. Julia, Susanna, and Omaima. Is that well said? Omaima? Omaima? Yeah, I believe so. Nice, nice. I got it. Asia is here. That's a good question. I don't know if we have Asia. Yeah, we have Joanna. You're here. Asia. Norway. We have Poland. Ukraine. Poland. Nice, guys. Now it's just a matter of time before I go to Poland as well, guys. I can't wait to meet you all. Poland. Lovely to see this. So, but yeah, I'm working behind the scenes right now to make the system much more simple, guys. And as we all have seen, it has been like, I don't know what's going on with trading these days, guys. It's a little bit surprising that the markets is able to do this. Maybe we should get Slowy Joe back elected. That would be nice. Then we are able to actually trade the financial markets instead of this roller coaster. But for sure, guys, I'm sure that the market is going to turn. I believe right now the only thing we should focus on. You can see a lot of people is struggling. I also saw that Tim Jam was putting out a signal right before, and now it's turning. Right, it's like a mess to trade these days. It's a mess to trade these days, but we're gonna find a solution on this 100%. And let me share my screen. And guys, please remember, always just be there in the chat, guys. Ask if you have any questions. Let me know if there's something that you would like to get better at. And then let's crush this session, guys. Let's crush it 100%. So share my screen. Yes, sir. So I saw Tim Jam was putting out a signal on gold buy right before, and he was sending out the signal at 475 right here. But we have this downtrend going on right here. So if I ask in the chat, would we have taken this trade, guys? Would we have taken a buy here? No, 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 exactly, guys. And that's lovely that we are able to take a decision like this. I'm still in a sell. Crazy. Umaima, am I right if I'm saying that you are on the leaderboard in the West League? I remember something. Yeah, you're here. That's insane. 11%. That's super nice to see. You have to share your setups with us. We have people here who have lost like 3 trades in a row. So please share. That's super nice. And we also have Asia, Joanna. One day I will understand it, hopefully. But I can tell you, I talked with a lot of guys after the session yesterday, and none of my friends neither was understanding why it was Asian. So yeah, I have to get an explanation on this one day. But yeah, the markets, guys, is like a mess right now. I believe what we have to wait for is basically that we get some more clarity. You can see I was looking for a sell yesterday in this area right here, guys. No, this area right here, actually. Yep. Or was it this area? Let me see. I was in this area. This was the area where I wanted a sell yesterday, guys. Let me find it. Right here. Because we had this huge gap here that we knew that, hey, we have to prefill this gap before that we're going further. And we were right about this. We were totally right. And we knew that, hey, we have to go up. We have to finish this sequence here. Right here. We didn't took a buy here because we still needed clarity. Then we were waiting for the markets to go up, fill the gap. And we were also using our Fibonacci tool here. Take this high, take this low. Oh, let me see. Was it actually another high? No, it was this high. And yeah, we were totally just waiting for it to go up and retest the top that we had up here, the 0882 zone, guys. And we also took a buy in around this area here because I first started to use this top, and that was a mistake, guys, because as you can see, we just went right through it. We went right through it. I think we entered right here, and we got stopped out right here. Wasn't it like something like this? I believe so. And I, of course, wanted like a really nice sell position where we were maybe able to get down to 4,500, maybe get down to 4,585. So it would have been a really, really nice risk reward, guys. And that's the thing, guys. That's also why I have made a system these days to make it more simple for you, because we need to track this, guys. And I can see that there is people, when they have lost 4 trades in a row, they have lost their whole account. This should never be a thing which could happen, guys. Never ever. This is like nonsense that we are able on 3, 4, 5 losses, maybe 10 losses, we should not even be able to lose our whole account. 20 losses, we should not even be able to lose our whole account, because if we are risking 2%, guys, we have 50 losses in a row before that we have blown our account. So it's really important, guys, if you are doing these rookie mistakes, these beginner mistakes where you're losing your account on 10 bad trades, guys, you should really go back to the basics, which is going back to the journal, guys, and begin to journaling. always, it's the most important thing in the beginning, guys. You have to track everything. Like, it's the same if you're buying a fitness coach and you want your dream body, guys. You also have to track the calories, you have to track the proteins, you have to track your weight, everything, guys. So super important that you're tracking everything. If you're still just throwing accounts out in the trash can, guys, in the bin. Is it trash can or bin? I don't know. Trash can. Yeah, I think it's trash can. So that's super important. Go back to the journal, guys. And I'm also working on the journal right now, actually, because I want to make it more simple for you to understand it. One thing is, of course, you have to put in every trade that you are taking into this journal, guys. That's one thing we have to do. The other thing is, I know a lot of people is struggling with confirmation. So when to take a trade. Is this the right entry point? Is this the right entry? Guys, I'm going to make sure that we get a system which will be a system where you are actually able to just tick. Is it called a tick, this one? Flueben, Frederick, you're from Norway? Yeah, tick. I think it's tick. You know, approval, like, okay, a tick, crazy. Yeah, so a system where we're able to make a tick every time that we see the confirmations that we need, guys. So, you know, system is the most important thing, especially when we're setting with a strategy where sometimes we have to enter on the 0882, sometimes on the 0786, sometimes we see these sweeps before we go down, guys. So if we can create a system where we actually have all the confirmations before that we're entering a trade, maybe also like a person that you can ask before that you're entering the trade. Imagine that, guys. And if this person say, hey, you have 70% correct entry, that would be nice. And that's what I'm working on right now, because I would really like to make sure that everyone is able to actually get profitable with this system. And system, I always say it like this, I love acronyms. So system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money, guys. And that should be something that we should look into. So that's what I'm working on behind the scenes right now, because I want to make this system like much more easy to duplicate. I believe that the system right now is one of the most simple systems, guys. Have you seen trading so simple as what we're seeing in these live sessions and when you're looking at the chart yourself before? Have you had so much clarity with Fibonacci, with all the different things before? Me neither, guys. I didn't have that as well, and I have been through all strategies, smart money concept, ICT, silver bullet, everything I have been through, guys. And then I was like, okay, how can we combine our Fibonacci, our sequences with something which makes it more clear for people to actually understand when to take entry? So now I just have to go further with that idea. How can we make it more clear so everyone is able to actually make sure that they are taking the right entry? So that's what I'm working on right now. And also, guys, remember, you should set a rule for yourself, like every day. If you're making more than 3 losses in a day, guys, you should stop there. You should write this down on your journal as well. Because the most dangerous, if you ask me, the most dangerous trade that you can take, guys, is always the trade that you are taking after a loss. That's the most dangerous trade that you can take. Not because that the markets is changing or the strategy is not working anymore, but the markets have not changed, but you have changed. Your emotions have changed after you lost that one trade, guys. So it's really important that you are aware. If you are losing one trade, guys, you should be aware of how you are thinking. Do you want to win your money back? Do you want to risk more to win your money back? Are you able to make a bigger stop loss to win your money back? That's the emotions, guys. And that's where you will figure out that trading is 95, maybe 90%, not 95, that's a lot, but 90% psychology, guys. You can see, I saw a really nice message yesterday with someone saying in the chat that it's super cool. Now we are able to predict where the markets is going, which direction. Now we are all working with psychology, because we all have these demons, these issues, who is telling us that, hey, you have to take one more trade. You can win your money back. Guys, we need to get, We really need to just follow one system, and we need to have some rules for ourselves. And then it's all about like having the discipline to follow these rules. So even though that you find like, guys, do you think I wanted to take, let me say it like this. Do you think my demons told me when I saw that we got taken out right here? Right here I got taken out, guys, on a trade yesterday. Do you think demons will tell me that, hey, Benjamin, enter a new trade, you were right about the direction? Of course, guys. But it could also have been in the other direction, guys, like this. And then I have lost one more, guys. So really always remember, guys, to set some rules for yourself and follow these rules. Otherwise, guys, you will lose your whole capital like in no time. It's crazy. And also there was this chat going on. I saw that after we finished the session yesterday that, oh no, a person have lost 5, 6, 7, 8 trades in a row. Guys, calm down. Okay, it's so normal to sometimes lose 6 trades in a row, but it's not normal that you're taking 6 trades on a day and lose them all in a row. Okay, so you can see a discipline on the trader that you are following if the person is sending out maybe maximum 3 trades, and then after that, if the person have lost these 3 trades, he's stopping because he know, okay, now it's the emotions which takes the control. That's a professional trader. So you can see here, this is example just a back test on Nate, guys, and here you can also see that Nate in December the 1st, December the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, he lost, guys, and he lost more when we came to Christmas, guys. So this is so common, guys, and it's your responsibility if a new person is like super scared after losing 7 trades in a row, that you are the person to show a backtest and show how the bigger perspective looks like. Always, that's your responsibility, especially if you are upline or a mentor or a coach or whatever you call yourself. So remember this, guys. Always be that person who is in the same boat with the people and show them the bigger perspective. Always, guys, always. So are we taking the buy from Tim Jam? Nope. I'm not. I mean, Tim Jam is really good, but I would not. Which settings you use on that backtest? So actually it was just this morning that I went to the presets, and then I saw this one, which had a really, really nice sage ratio and a really nice profit factor, and I was like, damn, this looks nice. And it's just the basics, like 1% money management, 2%. We can also try 2%. Minimum margin level, perfect. Slippage, of course, remember brokers, guys, okay? So yeah, make sure that everyone have a nice broker so they are able to actually make profits. Profit distance, yeah, run backtest. So with 2%, you would have made 150%. Max drawdown would have been 16%, guys. This is incredible, guys. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. This is 8 trades in a row that this guy have lost, guys. And that was the max drawdown on 60%. But the bigger perspective, guys, is insane. It's really good, guys. Can you see? This is so normal. This is so normal. But if you don't follow your risk management rules, guys, you can lose your whole capital on these 4 trades. Performance, this is really good, guys. So I would definitely look into Galaxian and multi-break even. It looks like a really nice strategy to me. Also, I haven't tried this one, guys, so don't rely on me. I haven't been starting this yet, but I will definitely look into it. Personally, guys, I go with Melody and Raynova as well, and that's actually it, guys. of course, I have seen HyperNexus DCX, who is doing really good as well, guys, like insanely good. Let's try to say 2%. Run back test. 27%. All right. But he have done really nice, guys. And I like this guy because he's always doing, let me show you. He's always doing a risk reward on 1 to 2, guys. So you know the strategy of his. It's not like, you have to close 50% or 40%, 10%. It's just, hey, trader using a 1 to 2 risk reward. So you know which take profit in the Sintra app you should go with. That's what I like. But let's look at the markets, guys. Let's take a look at the markets, guys. So I saw a really nice crash on GBP JPI, which makes totally good sense. We can draw this one. Makes really good sense. Is it a bad buying opportunity? Nope. Is it a buying opportunity that we will take? Maybe. Yeah, guys, and this was just to see if we were right about this gap. This was a crazy gap, guys. A gap on more than 100 pips on GBP JPI, guys. 130 pips actually. And I just knew, okay, now we're testing this strong support area once more. This is not a bad, we have to make sure that we are aware of this one, guys, because this is not a bad trade that we were actually able to take. And I like the way that it's moving right now. The only thing that I don't like, guys, is these that we have seen like a lot. Crazy wicks and crazy like impulsive moves. But I will be aware of GBP JPI today, and also the JPI basket, which is moving really weirdly. If we can break this low, guys, shit, then we're going down, which means that GBP JPI will go up like crazy. And maybe back not only to this area up here, but maybe back to this area up here, guys. And that's a lot of pips where you can have a really nice risk reward, guys. Maybe even higher, 700 pips. Remember, you can see the pips on the right side right here, guys. So you're using the measurement tool, and then you are able to see the pips here. If we're on gold, guys, remember that we can't count the pips in the same way. It means that if you're doing this, this is not 2,000 pips, guys, okay? This is 276 pips, guys. My math skills is the worst, always. It's crazy. But 276 pips, guys. So remember that when you're looking at gold and the other pairs. Also, let's take a look here. Yeah, guys, this is silver. Silver is a nice selling area, guys. And often we see silver and gold following each other. So am I going into buying gold, guys? No, I'm not. And for me, I don't even get why we should buy gold here. Nope. TJ, another buy. Nice. Is it making sense, guys? Everything is making sense? Nice. Perfect. So what I would look for, guys, is definitely actually sells in this area. And yeah, that's the thing when we are sitting with different eyes and we are not studying the same strategies. Some traders is thinking, okay, we have to get up here. Otherwise, the markets will just crash, right? So some people will say that the markets have to go up here. I would not say that. I would say that the markets have to go down here, maybe down to 4,675 to 63. That's the move that I believe that we're going to see today. Am I going to take a trade right now? Nope, absolutely not. Not after that we have seen that I have lost clarity, guys. But this would definitely be an area where I would look for sells instead of buys. I don't really see why I should do buys here at all. But this one would be a trade that I maybe would actually like to take today, guys. This is not a bad play at all. The only thing is these crazy crashes down. They are insane. Let's ask DeepSage, guys. Service is loading. I have been offline. Maybe we have some issues with DeepSage. Let me try here. Am I? Okay, we're still live. Is it a good idea to scalp like 50 pips on gold or better looking for confirmation and clarity? Scalping like 50 pips is not for me, because that means that we have to do not the best. I mean, it's not bad to do sales here, guys. That's definitely, in my opinion, like a good idea. But the only thing that we have to be aware of is that we can also go higher a little bit as well, but not that high. So now it's not a bad idea. The only thing is you still need always to have that nice risk reward. So if you're going to risk this to gain 50 pips like this, then it's not worth it, in my opinion. But if you're going to have like a nice risk reward like this, at least 1-to-1, then it's worth it 100%. But I just don't have enough clarity. But if I can see that the market is going down here, I would definitely begin to be able to understand, okay, how should the markets move after. Sometimes I opening up the charts, trying to predict where the markets is going. If I'm able to predict where the markets is going, I know, okay, now I can begin to follow my rules and intuitions because I have the control about where the markets is going, right? So, of course, if you're doing one-to-ones, guys, it's worth it 100%. The only thing is my confidence the last couple of days have been like totally been smacked, guys. And that's a reason why I want clarity before that I take more trades. I want to gain the clarity where I'm able to actually understand how the markets is moving again. 100%. Not only like, there's a chance here that we're going down. We have a small value here. Yeah, I know that we have a value here 100%, but I still trying to gain that clarity so I'm much more sure and safe when I'm taking trades. Because it's not usually that I'm in these periods where I'm losing 3 trades in a row, guys. It's so crazy. My friend was telling me I haven't seen this since December. I had a bad December. And that's how that it's a part of the game. The most important thing is that you are professional and you don't let your feelings go crazy. Let me see. So 1-to-1 or more, yes, Susanna. Then I would never, you can see this one would not have been bad, right? Not yet, we don't know. But now it looks like that we could go down. The only thing is that we also have some support here. But let's see. Let's see. Let's see. But it's always nice to gain clarity, guys. So if you are also feeling like confused or you're not able to predict the markets 100% like you were from 2 weeks ago, guys, then it's a good idea always to just try to predict the market and to gain that clarity and confidence again that you are actually able to predict where the market is going. Yes, I have a question. In which time frame I look for support and resistance? Now the markets are so crazy. How to look after these area? Gold makes 1,000 pips. How can I learn to see them better? Yeah, good question actually. So the thing is, you always have to go on the higher time frames in the beginning to figure out where is the support areas, where is the key levels that I want to look for. Example here, now I see something that I didn't see before. I have a lot of wicks here. Maybe that's the reason why Tim Jam is thinking, okay, maybe we can reject on these wicks and begin to go up. Maybe. But you have to go in on the bigger perspective, mark them out. Could be an area like this example. It could be an area like I would say mark out the 0882, maybe also the 0786. And if you're removing your fib level, you know these areas is the areas where we can see a rejection. And when you have the 0786, you're also able to go on the smaller time frames to see where is the exact point. Here you have a lot of wicks. This is definitely a nice point where we can see some rejection because of all these wicks. So you just have to go on this from the high time frame always to the smaller time frames every time that you're looking for setups. Let me give you some other examples. This could be something. So example, this area here, you can see that we are in a ranging area between 5,080 and 5,045. So of course you are able to mark out the lows and you're able to mark out the highs. And then you know, okay, when I go to the smaller time frames, the cheap buys is laying down here. The cheap sells is laying up here. This is how you should mark it out always, especially if you are trading in these ranging zones where you know, okay, when the markets have been ranging for a lot, like consolidation like this, you know 100%, okay, we're going to see an impulsive move soon. So the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the move after, okay? That's something that we also have to be aware of every time. So you see here, now we have a support level right here. We don't have that strong resistance area right here. We have some wicks up here and we have this top here. So this is surely 100% more strong than this one, guys. But the direction is still bearish, guys. So I would still look for sells instead of buys, especially in this area. If we break this, guys, which I don't hope that we are doing, then I don't know what is happening in London session then. One thing for sure is that I don't know what maybe I should do like Joe Biden and just leave whenever I want. Because I don't have any clarity, and that's the only thing that I'm trying to gain right now because I'm a little bit lost in the markets. We have the Dixie, which have been pushing like insanely. We have this support area that we have been testing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, soon 6 times. Are we going to break this area? Are we going up like insanely? So it's like, that's the thing, guys. We are in shitty areas. We are in really shitty areas because we don't know if the Dixie is going up or if it's going down. It would be better if we were in an area like this right now. At least then we knew, okay, they are trying to get up now again with the Dixie, and that means that gold should go down, crypto should go down. But right now, everything is like in a waiting position. You can see the same on crypto, right? the consolidation is just continuing. Gold is just ranging these days. So it's a little bit like awful too. It's like punishment right now, guys. We're not in a nice area at all. So that's why I have lost so much clarity. We want that big news to hit. I don't know when that big news is coming, guys, but it should come soon. I've seen that, and don't hang me up on this, but I've seen that Putin and what's the name? The Ukraine, Zelensky, that was the name. Zelensky have talked about like going to meet up and maybe talk about finishing the war. And that's the things that we are waiting for. That's the things which will be really good for all the stocks, which will be really good for all the cryptos, which will be really bad for, of course, the Dixie, because Dixie likes war. I don't know how much like the dollar and US is like involved in that war, not at least not in the media, but maybe it would do really well for European stocks and crypto and make things blow up. And then we could maybe be able to see a nicer price than what we have right now in gold, guys. So, but we are in such a weird area. And right now it's all about just gaining clarity for me. Because if we are also looking here, guys, you can see that we've been up here, now we have been down here. Everything shows us that, hey, now we have to get up to this area again. But now we are in this ranging area in the middle of nowhere, in the 0.5 area, the balance area where, so we just have to wait, guys. Much more simple to trade down here. Much more simple to trade up here. We don't like this area. And we don't like that we don't know if the Dixie is going to go up here or crash down here. But when we have that clarity, guys, then it's super simple to do trading again. But I'm still mostly hoping for a sell here. But still a weird area to do like so strong support and resistance. So maybe Tim Jam can be right here. But let's see. Let's see. What do you think, guys? We're just about to close the gaps. Yes, sir. True. So always when you start to look at the, if we ask Helix, it shows that gold will go down until 4658. Exactly. That's also, and that's the same area that I would like to see today. This area between these two. But what? A volume spike. Cheap price for sellers, expensive for buyers. But that was a crazy volume spike, guys. There was a lot of buyers entering here. Okay, how did the 15-minute close? It just closed down here and opened up here. Okay. This is actually not bad for a sell, guys. But remember, guys, risk management, risk reward. It's important, but really not a bad idea to do sells up here and buys down here. But I will not do this, guys. I will just sit on my hands and wait for more clarity. But it would be lovely to see that we broke this area. But let me see. Oops. BBC. What the fuck is that candle? Yeah, I don't know. That was insane. Friend you shouldn't be aware of. I'm in buy from 4697. That's also a nice buying area. This is cheap buys for cheap buy for a buyer and a expensive buy up here if you want to take it now. But let me see, we just about ask Helix, it shows that gold will go down. I agree with Helix. I'm in buy. Friend you shouldn't be aware of. Yeah, Jakob, we need to be aware of. We can't just go into trades. Let's see, guys. There's also a news site which one of the people in the team was telling me about. The Dubai has carried out military strikes on Iran, including an attack on refinery on it. Yeah, that should send the price on gold. When is this? That was yesterday in the evening. But here you can see all the news events. You can see Trump, the ceasefire is on a massive life support. The ceasefire is weak. I'm going to meet a large group of generals about Iran. Trump, I'm considering renewing Project Freedom, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes you can also see these high news events actually with, let me show you, where you're able to see how the price reacted on these news. But I don't know why I'm not able to see it here. But that's here, for example. Then you can see US non-farm payrolls actual. That was one of the high restricted news that we had. Then you can see how the Dixie, the dollar, got impacted by this news. You can see how the stocks got impacted. So the dollar went down. Of course, the stocks went up. And I don't know, US government something went down. But that's also smart. It's also really smart. You didn't get it. I mean, that candle is that one friend you shouldn't be aware of. Yeah, I get you, bro. But this is a nice candle, especially for buyers. Especially, GBP, JPI. But this is my favorite play actually for today, guys. If we should do something really nice, it should be JBP, JPI. Of course, we can wait for it to go more down, a little bit more down at least. This is really not a bad play, guys, at all. And remember, on JBP, JPI, and Forex pairs, we don't see really deep retracements. So this is the sequence. And it's just finished, guys. This is the buying area. Oops. The only thing is that if we are running things like this, guys, remember this is a lot of pips. But it's okay as long as you have control over your risk management, guys. Then a one-to-one will always be a one-to-one, guys. And what I am doing with risk management, guys, is that I always check the amount of money that I'm risking. So let's say that I have $1,000. I always check, hey, am I only risking $30? And then it automatically go in and count the lot size. So I'm not that lazy person who is just like, I always go with 0.3. Let me just put that in. Never do that, guys. Always make sure that you understand the amount of money that you're putting into a trade. Are we breaking this area, and why are we going up again? Weird areas, guys. Only reason should be this. Should we do a sell, guys? Should we look for sells? Guys, it's a bad idea, but a really nice area for sellers. Let me see something else. gonna sit on my hands, guys. I'm gonna sit on my hands. But I'm gonna make sure that if this turns out really nice, like it already is, then we can maybe take this trade, guys. And of course, I want a really nice, but the only thing is when we are getting up in this area, guys, I know that we can see these crazy crashes as we have seen lately. Is it every time in the morning? 8, 5, no, 5, 8, 10. But it's not in the New York session. Maybe the end of the New York session. Do you see the time down here, guys? So you can see all these crashes have been like London, the whole London session, we have seen a crash. Here, London, beginning of London Asian session, end of New York session, beginning of London and Asian, London, opening, London, yesterday, London. Have been crashing like crazy in London Asian. So that means that every time in New York, guys, seeing the price have been going up. Don't we have any crashes in New York at all? Nope. But we don't neither see that big movement in New York, do we? Yeah, sometimes. This is not a bad idea. This is really not a bad idea at all. $0.786, lovely zone to do a buy on. Or should we wait for some retest? But why should we get this? Right, guys. So if I should take a play today, it would definitely be look into JBP, JPI buy, and it would be like, hey, I hope for gold to go down, guys. That would be my two plays today, guys. If I was not sitting on my hands, that would be my two plays. So something like this. I don't know about the gold, guys, but JBP, JPI for sure. But gold, we have the value here, guys. We are still in the value area. But I don't know. But this would definitely maybe be my play if I had to just follow my rules and how I was doing trading normally in the London session. Normally, I think, guys, it's so simple to trade London. I don't know what is happening these days, but it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. The Asian session high was up here. Are we going to test the Asian high? But yeah, gold, I hope that we are going down on gold, and JPP, JPI, I hope that we are able to see the price end up in this area here, in this afternoon, in this evening. That would be nice, guys. That would be super nice. This is the two plays that I would go for today, guys, if I was not sitting on my hands. So now you know, guys, how I see things today. Maybe I'm not right, and that just means that I have to gain more clarity. But that's what I believe in today, guys. And the Dixie. Yeah, the Dixie should actually go down here, guys, which tells us that gold should go up. So would I do this one right now? Nope. I would not. Yeah, such weird. But we still have to fill this gap, right? So can the Dixie go up? Of course. Will it go up? I don't know. Do you understand why it's a little bit like why we have lost this clarity? Can you see the same as I am, guys? That it's a mess right now. It's not, there's not something specific that we can be sure on, guys. It's so weird. It's so weird. But so 212.8 inch on JBP, JPI buy on gold. I would say I'm a little bit scared that we don't go further down, guys, and this would be the area. But also the thing is, I would more like to do buys in this area here because we have this strong support that we just tested, and that's the shit. But I would wait for it to go further down. It would be super nice if we could have it down here, but I think the train have been going, guys, on JBP, JPI. I think that the train have been going. And no. I would say the profit should at least be up in 214.5, guys, if you're taking a JBP, JPI. I would say the buying area should be down in 212.8.7. And of course, it's possible that the markets is going to go up here already in the next couple of hours. Just remember what I've said, guys, that we haven't seen any crashes in New York session, guys. It's always a small little one. So it's always in the beginning London session, in the Asian session, guys. You know, Asian session is also going over 10, guys. So this crash here is still Asian session, or at least some Asian traders is going into the London session as well. So I would say it's not a bad play, but also we have seen sometimes in the New York that it goes a lot of sideways. I don't know about this play, guys. I'm a little bit still lost, guys. We will gain clarity after that we have seen if this prediction is going right. If we can see that we are right about the markets and GBP, JPI is going up, gold is going whatever in circles, then we are able to take a decision. Would we ever do a buy here? I would never do it, guys. Never, ever. Even if it was a nice buying opportunity, I would not do it. We should have got down here. Maybe there have been like 1 hour time, so it was the same the other day, guys. The other day we should have had this buy, guys. That was also early in the morning, 8 a.m., guys. Maybe we should wake up earlier and begin to start the... I'm not good at mornings, but maybe we should start earlier, guys. This was 8 yesterday, where the nice play was, and 11:35 was a nice play as well, where we had the 0882 zone. And why didn't we get this trade? I don't know. Maybe because I've lost confidence in the markets. I don't know. Here was a small little play that you also could have taken the advantage of. Oops. 0882 went down here, could move break even. So yeah, guys, we just have to gain that clarity and talk about this later in the group, guys. Let's see if the predictions is going well, and let's crush it, guys. There's nothing more that we can do than just wait. And of course, guys, I'm gonna finish the system with AI and make sure that everyone is getting this journal where we have like this tick confirmation list and some rules that we have to follow. Like I'm going to put in that, hey, you can't take more than 3 trades, 3 losses in a row. Then you have to stop trading. And we can share this with each other, guys, just to make ourselves accountable, guys, for what we are saying. Isn't that a good idea, guys? Do you like it? I hope so. Let's take it seriously, guys. If we want a professional income, we have to do as a professional would do always. So thank you for this session, guys. I hope you enjoyed, even though that we have lost a little bit of clarity. I know that we will gain it back, guys. let's see. Let's see if we were right about gold was going down and JBP, JPY was going up. If yes, guys, we can start again, okay? So enjoy your day, guys. I wish you the best. See you soon, guys. Bye.